The opinions and comments expressed on this show are a representation of the cast and the cast only. Nothing said on this show is intended to disrespect or offend any one person or group of individuals. We are solely here to talk our shit, and that is what we fully intend to do. This is Talk to Me Nice.
Yo, what's going on, people? Thanks for tuning in. We got a great show for you today. I am your host, CP The Real, and this is Talk to Me Nice. As usual, here with the family, the crew, the queen, Miss Tavia, Mr. Pokefit himself. And shout out to Big Homie, who's not here with us today. We love you. We'll see you next week. Y'all already know what time of day it is, man. Sip of the week. Queen, give it to him.
So this week's sip of the week is a mixture of Tito's vodka, pink lemonade, and Sprite with a lemon wedge.
What they call that, Queen? What they call it?
They call this TLC, Tender Love and Care.
Hey.
This is something you can sip on when it's time to self-love, love yourself, when it's time to think about your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. So this week's sip of the week, this is something you can sip on when you're thinking about all that.
One time for the one time. TLC.
TLC, baby.
Take time to love on yourself. I like that. Great topic for you guys today. We're going to examine health as wealth, both mental and physical. I don't know about you guys, but I think that nowadays, man, being healthy is cool. I think that we've taken a great trend forward, and I think that people are taking pride and actually enjoyment out of looking good, feeling good, having peace of mind. Mr. Pokefit, I know you've been in the health industry for quite a while,
Absolutely.
man. What does that trajectory look like for you? I mean, when do you? I'm sure that you remember how it used to be,
Right.
and I'm sure that you've seen the growth and the development in that area,
Especially in our black community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what do you attribute that to, man?
Just not going back to your old self. You know, we try so many times to stay consistent and we fall off and we feel like we failed, but the process is meant to go up and down like a roller coaster. It's not meant to just go straight up. You know what I mean? So what I tell people, even my clients, like, man, trust the process. You know, trust you, because this journey is about you. It's not about me. I'm just here to help you get to the end goal.
How much of it is mental? So, you know, we always talk about, again, mental health, physical health. Obviously, there's a strong correlation between the two. But with your clientele, you know, what do you preach to your clients, and how do you break those barriers down between the two?
I tell them that it's mental before physical, because, you know, when you train and exercise, you thinking it's just exercising, which is just physical, when it's more mental, because you have to mentally prepare yourself to get up in the morning. You know, I train 5:30 in the morning, you know, for my boot camps and stuff. You have to mentally prepare yourself, even myself, get up in the morning and drive and go to the actual gym that I train at and actually go through the process for an hour, in and out. And I feel like an hour isn't a long time to really just exercise.
Dedicate.
Because, you know, a lot of people train for about, 30 minutes, which is fine. But, I mean, if you want the maximum time, I would suggest like an hour to the max.
Okay, so it starts with the mental.
It starts with the mind.
Yeah, train the mind, your body will follow.
Absolutely.
What do you feel, Queen?
Shout out to Boss, just train.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's my boy.
I definitely agree with Chris.
Mr. Pokefit.
Mr. Pokefit.
AKA Pokefit.
When he talks about it starts with your mind, because a lot of folks think that, okay, I just need to lose weight, but it's actually a lifestyle. And when you have to mentally become what it is that you're trying to be.
Right.
And if you're trying to be more healthy, then you have to first make sure your mind is healthy, make sure that, you know, you're able to mentally dedicate yourself to that type of training and being fit, because that's a dedication. And like you said, it's an hour.
Right.
And a lot of people don't even give themselves that hour to train or to work out or do something physical. So I definitely think that it first starts with your mind and everything else will follow.
Absolutely.
Why do y'all think it wasn't as prevalent back then, though? So mental health has come a long way. I feel like older generations, they probably had substantial mental health issues going on, right? But it was just something that I guess necessarily wasn't talked about, was frowned upon. Maybe there wasn't a lot of, outlets or treatments for it, man. But I was actually talking to one of my mentors about it, and he told me that his upbringing was basically the old saying, what goes on in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was really no outlet for, even married couples or kids that experience, traumatic shit in a household. Like
Right.
they're taught or trained not to confide or
Right.
to communicate any of that shit going on. Why is it so acceptable now? You know what I mean?
I would say it's acceptable. Well, I wouldn't say it's acceptable. I would say
You don't think communicating internal issues is acceptable in 2020?
I mean, I think it is, but I think it can go both ways because like some people can communicate that stuff and some people are scared to communicate that shit. Because some people are like timid to like go to their parents and tell them, "Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that." For example, I could tell my mom when I was younger, this didn't happen, but I'm just making an example. But I can tell my mom, "Hey, I want to play football." You don't need to do that shit. You need to get your mind in the books and stuff like that. Like that would like, mentally mess me up because
Think as a kid?
yeah, because I mean, in the long run, because you don't know what I can do with it. I can take this thing to the next level. You don't never know. But by you tearing me down mentally, that's going to just follow by physical, mental, spiritual, and all the other aspects.
Well, I can say from working in corporate America, I tell people all the time, we have outlets where you can call a hotline if you're going through things mentally, because not everybody is always physically sick. Sometimes you could just have a lot going on with your family, the coronavirus, like anything could be bringing you down mentally.
Not the
but
Rona.
The Rona. But sometimes it's not macho or manly to go talk to a therapist.
Right.
And back when my parents, like,
But you're targeting men then when you make that statement.
well, okay,
right?
I say men because I work with a lot of men, but even women, like sometimes we're always taught to just pray about it, or you don't need to tell anybody. This is, it's not the norm. And even back in the day, being able to talk to a counselor or a therapist or anything like that, we didn't have that type of access. Like my mom couldn't afford a counselor. Like she could barely afford health insurance.
Right. She would tell you just thug it out.
Yes. And so I feel like now moving into this day and time, it's more accessible for us, and it's more it's becoming more okay to do. But back in the day, even my dad now, it's like pray about it, sleep on it, you'll be all right.
But they're a different generation, obviously, though.
Yes, yes. But even still, there's probably some things that he needs to talk about that's messed him up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with them being a different generation, I think it's clear to say that we could probably look at some older people and be like, yeah, you're messed up. Like you definitely need to sort out
Stuck
something.
in
And
their
those people
ways.
don't want to admit that though,
Yeah.
because they're so prideful and like, oh no, I'm good. This is just how I am.
And maybe that's a big part of it, us
Right.
being able to look at the older generation and to identify, okay, I see the effects or outcomes of not speaking to somebody. Like you grew up to be, to have anxiety as an adult, or depression, or just bitterness, you know what I mean? So I feel like maybe we're able to see some of those things and be like, okay, that's a result of X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And not trusting people to confide in them like that. It's like, I don't know you like that. Why am I telling you my business?
And that's the first initial reaction. I don't know you like that. Why am I tell you my business?
Yeah.
But you're going to tell your homegirl who going to judge you and say, oh, no.
Exactly. Tear you down mentally even more.
And that's going to make it worse.
She's not mentally healthy
Right.
either.
So what do you do for mental health for all the ladies and for all the ladies that are listening and watching? What would you say are some of your practices that have helped you out as a Black woman?
Well, I have a strong, knit, tight circle that I can confine in. And when I need to talk the nitty gritty, the things that may not make sense, I call them. I'm like, girl, I need to throw something in the vault.
But these are friends. This isn't professional help.
This is not professional help because I personally haven't been able to feel, I guess I just don't still see the need right now. I don't think I've gone through anything in life that I need to talk to a quote unquote counselor
Not anything
about.
traumatic.
Not to me, but I do feel like I would want to go with like maybe a family member or something when I do that, because I feel like there's probably some things that I've gone through in my family that if we talked about, like it's normal to us, but if I tell one of y'all, you would be like, wait, that's not normal, you know? So, but me personally, I feel like if you have a good, strong friend that can just there to listen only, like they're not there to give any opinion, they're not there to persuade you to go this way or that way, maybe have a code name, because my code name is the vault. I said, let me throw something in the vault, and I just tell her what I got going on. And sometimes it just helps to just talk about it,
just
and
to release all that out.
Yes, because you have it on your mind.
Right.
And when I have a lot of stuff on my mind, I can't sleep. I will not sleep.
Right.
And so I'll just call her and tell her an idea or something that's been bothering me, something with Aiden. And it really helps me to just, okay, put it out there and get it off of my mind so I can keep the good positive vibrations that I like to have going on.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you have this friend, the vault, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you go to.
Mm-hmm.
So damn all that. So what if you didn't have that?
What if I didn't have that? That is
Yeah.
very true. I think that I would kind of be like CP when you said that you keep a journal and you write things down, because I'm not a fan of bottling that in, because
Right.
when you release it, that moment of release,
You feel great.
well, you don't want to release it in the wrong way. I don't want to
Right,
get on
yeah.
social media and let y'all know about
Yeah.
Your personal
And that's a
business.
trend.
personal.
Yeah, that's a trend
so
now.
I
People are doing
don't
that.
lean towards that. I would probably write it down because I don't want to keep that in my mind, because like I said, I can't sleep, and it just has different reactions and things that happen to you that you probably don't like. Why am I acting out like this, or why am I doing this? Why am I so negative all the time? It's probably because I'm got a lot of stuff going on mentally that I need to get off my chest.
I don't want to say I disagree, but I just feel like 90% of people have friends. You know what I mean? Like 90% of people have somebody that they could potentially talk to something about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think your friends, it's hard for a friend to be neutral. It's hard for a friend to be unbiased. And I think that when you talk about protecting your mental space, I think a lot of the apprehension that people have is communicating your deepest, darkest secrets to people who know you.
Right.
So I think that, I don't know, I would almost advocate for not talking to friends. I would probably advocate to talking to somebody who's a neutral, you know, a neutral party.
And that's why I threw out the code word.
The code word?
The vault.
The vault. So if I say the vault, like now you turn into, she puts her therapist hat on.
No,
and she's just like,
because she ain't no licensed
but she's not.
therapist.
Yeah, you can't
but
do
you're,
that.
She ain't
you're,
it.
you're right. I don't disagree with you on that, but I'm saying like that's just my little outlet for right now. But
So-
probably if this begins, because now I'm throwing my issues on her, and that could be a lot for her. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's why I say you
So-
go to somebody that's neutral.
So you're right. I agree with you on that, but right now, that's my little Band-Aid. Right
Because you
now.
haven't been anything.
Because I've also learned that you know, you only tell people so much,
Right.
especially if they're close to you. You know,
Right.
you could really be going through something, but you may tell them, you know, 70% of the story because they have a vested interest in you in a relationship.
Right.
So again, a lot of people want to release everything, but I think when dealing with friends, you may hesitate to actually release everything.
Right.
But you said something that was interesting. You said that you haven't got to a traumatic point to where you said you feel like you needed to seek professional help. Do you think that's the only time that you would want to go seek professional help, when it's traumatic? What about just everyday stuff? I mean,
Yeah.
stress, you know, just feeling overwhelmed with life. I don't think any of that is traumatic. So I think to wait until something traumatic happens to feel like that's what you need to do, that could be detrimental.
You're probably right when it comes to that, but I think growing up and just my upbringing and how I was raised, I was taught that every action deserves a reaction. So the things that I go through are probably because of something that I did. So to talk to someone about it, it's like, girl, that's petty. That's nothing, you know. So I just don't feel like it warrants talking to someone professional. But that's just me and my
mindset.
Yeah, my mindset, how I was raised. Some people are raised, hey, let's talk about it all. Let's talk
Everything,
about it all. And your feelings, your emotions are yours, and we can talk about it. But 9 times out of 10, when I call somebody, they're like, girl, people are going through something worse right now.
That's why you don't go to
freaking
friends,
virus.
Right.
because you go
You
to
ain't
somebody.
trying to hear that.
You go
Right.
to somebody
I'm not trying to
professional.
hear that. Yeah.
You go to somebody professional. They're
Right.
never gonna give you that type of.
Because you feel
feedback.
like, damn, like my situation is little to you. Like,
Yeah.
what you
So
mean?
so right now, okay, light bulb moment. Maybe I do need to talk to someone about things that I'm going through.
Because they have a clearer mind and a more experienced background to tell you, like, not to say like, oh, you have this condition, but they can give you a better perspective.
Exactly, and then tactics. Because I mean, I talk to somebody, so I have a therapist, and just some of the stuff that my therapist is able to coach me through, I just don't think that a friend would have that type of knowledge or experience.
Because you don't know, right?
to
like
tell
said, yeah.
you to take your mind this way or try this. I mean, all I can do is give a friend advice
Okay.
from my perspective.
Right.
That's all I can do. But I would say for anyone listening and watching, I'm not telling you guys to discard your friends because we all need friends. But if you're really serious about protecting your mental health, I feel like there's only so much a family member or a friend can do for you. If you're really chasing mental health, then seek professional health, man. There's nothing wrong with talking to a therapist. What's your outlet? Mental. We're not gonna talk about physical yet. Just mental. We all go through shit. What keeps you mentally grounded, mentally stable, and when you feel like you're going off the edge? What's your outlet?
Sometimes I kind of like just talk to my inner self, or I work out. Honestly, I'm not gonna even lie. I work out.
I'll take that. Yeah.
I remember one time in high school, I was going through like a breakup or something, and I was like just so mad. I didn't know what to do, but I didn't want to like fight or anything like that. I just wanted to just release all my endorphins. You know what I mean? I just wanted to just release everything. So I went to the gym. I worked out for about an hour and a half. I used to work out for an hour, but that time I had time, obviously. But yeah, I just worked out, man. Like working out to me is like everything. You know what I mean? I'm not a gym rat or anything like that, but I just love the lifestyle.
So was that the doorway into where you at now? That's interesting. Like was a healthy lifestyle your outlet to, I guess, stress or whatnot, and then you just took it and ran with it,
right?
And here we are today.
I guess you can say that. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, because like I've always been active. You know, even growing up, I've always been active in sports like that. But as I got older, I did go through some things, and my stress reliever was working out or running, going for a jog, or just being outside, just being active. Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you offer to people who are struggling with that mindset? Because like you said, it starts with the mind, but it's easier said than done.
As far as working out, or what do you mean?
Yeah, as far as being healthy. I mean, training the mind so the body will follow.
Right.
Somebody comes to you with no, just a wreck. You know what I mean? No gym experience, just mentally all over the place.
Those are the best ones too.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones. I had a client.
You raising your hand?
Yes.
Yeah, I love getting clients like those because they're open to just hearing what you got to say. And
so where do you start though? Because they're coming to you. What
is a treadmill?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing.
I don't believe in treadmills.
Well, that's the thing though. A lot of people that I'm making an assumption. For a trainer, I would say that somebody who's coming to you would say, "Hey, I want to get in shape. These are my body goals." Like nobody's coming to you saying, "Hey, help me train my mind." It's solely body, right? So are you at that point saying time out and sitting them down and saying, "Yo, it starts with the mind first"? Like,
yeah, you have to educate them because they don't know. Sometimes they just go off what their friends are doing or like Instagram. Like a lot of women. I train a lot of women, and a lot of women want to build like the Instagram models, and, the influencers and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo. You don't know what the hell they doing.
Is that real? I was gonna ask you. Is that stuff real? Is what we see on social media real? These images and these
absolutely
women?
Not.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's not legitimate exercise and eating. That's surgery.
It's for clout.
Yeah,
it's for clout.
Filters.
We have like this app, man. We have these platforms to just really just expose our bodies, and it's like me. I ain't got to do all that. Like me, I'm just a hard worker. I'm gonna educate you, and I'm gonna give you the raw and uncut truth on how to get in shape. Like you said, start with the mind.
Okay.
So to answer your question, if I have a new client and they don't know what the hell they're doing, I just ask them questions, and I eventually get to like consultation, and I work them out, evaluate them, and I'll tailor all of their movements to what they want to get to. Because not everybody gets the same movements.
Okay. And meal plan included, all that good
Everything
stuff?
comes with it. Absolutely.
Shout out to Poke Fit,
it's
man.
Free, man. I don't charge for that.
Oh, you don't charge for the consultation?
No, I charge for the consultation. Yeah. Well, wait.
Clarification.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Wait.
Check this out. So for the boot camp, it's free. First session's free.
Yeah.
Now for an individual consultation, you want my time. You feel me? So that comes with a fee. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah. Facts.
But I think it's big to love yourself because you get a lot of people who are like, I hate this about my body, or I hate this about my body. But you have to love yourself and all the imperfections. And if you want to change it, then that's when I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to change this.
Right.
And I don't want to look like her. I just want to look like a healthier me. But I think that's where the good mental.
I think that's a challenge, though. I think that, like you said, people. I don't know if people are walking into the doorway of a healthier lifestyle saying, I love myself. And, I just want to push the envelope. I think
Right.
a lot of
I
people are
would walk to
walking
him
up
and say,
saying,
"Look,
I hate myself.
Right.
I hate
all
how
of
I
this."
look.
And the thing is, with trainers, we have to be whole with ourselves because we have all these different energies coming towards us,
Yeah.
and that can play a toll on us.
Yeah.
You know, not for me, but I know some trainers that some of that stuff is like negative towards them. They don't want to deal with that, and I'm like, me, I'm solid. You know, I can deal with anybody. I can get anybody in the best shape from ground zero to whatever.
Do you believe that, though, what the Queen said as far as loving yourself? So somebody comes to you who is unhappy with their physical state of health.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell them, okay, this is where you're going to go and this is when you're going to love yourself? Or do you, like, train them to love themselves,
No,
40 pounds overweight throughout the whole process?
No, everything's a process. As
Yeah.
long as you get 1% better every day, is all that matters. As long as you progress each day and you give me your best effort, that's all I care about because all that stuff's going to add up. You loving yourself by you seeing the change in how you eating, how you are as a person, individual, and stuff like that. All that shit adds up.
Okay, so
Learning to love
I want to
yourself.
get it. I want to get into the specifics of the physical, right? So we talked about the mental a little bit, as far as potential outlets, talking to people, some of the things that are going to be required to establish that peace of mind. Physical, I'm interested because obviously I'm not a trainer, but I've heard this myth that says
What's the myth?
The myth was the percentage from workout to I think it was nutrition. And the myth that I've heard was like it's 70%.
Wrong.
Let me tell you my myth.
Wrong.
The myth that I heard was it's 70% nutrition, 30% actual physical workout.
80-20.
80% nutrition,
No, wait.
80% nutrition, 20% workout.
Yes, because you don't get results. You get results in the gym and the kitchen. A lot of people say, "Oh, you get abs in the kitchen." No, you get abs in the weight room and the kitchen because you can't just it's a balance. And by you exercising consistently and you eating right, staying true to the code, the blueprint of what I give you, all that stuff adds up. So if you're doing your part and my part, it's going to add up to like a great outcome.
That's interesting. All right, so facts for the record, the 80-20 rule, people, listener, viewers, 80-20, 80% nutrition, 20% fitness.
80-20, not 70 or 30.
I want to know about cheat day though.
Wait, before we get there.
Cheat day is
that's,
interesting.
wait.
And cheat day is interesting. Go ahead.
I
We'll
need
get
to
there.
know.
We'll get there.
Good. She ready.
That's shocking to me though, because I think that most people, what discourages them about getting healthy is the amount of work that they're going to have to put into the gym. Yeah. But knowing that 80-20, and this is not a cop-out, but knowing the 80-20, if you just hate working out, eat better, then you'll still reach.
That's what I'm telling you. It's a balance. You can still, miss up on your eating like a cheat day. Just work out. Work it off.
80-20. I like that. All right, so nutrition. Let's go. You ain't got to give me no meal plan, man, but let me know what are the food pyramid. What do you recommend?
Well, let's just start off.
If I don't want to work out, let's do that. The laziest person. I don't want to work out, Poke Fit. If you're telling me it's 80-20, I will forego the 20 in the gym and I'll take the 80. What does that look like? What does that 80 look like? With no exercise.
You gotta. As far as like eating wise goes, I tell people all the time at least eat 3 times a day. At least 3 times a day, and not saying 3 big meals, but have your breakfast obviously. But in between, you can have like some snacks, granola bars, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to go in survival mode. So survival mode is when you're just eating or you're just starving yourself because you think you're losing weight. Like no, you're really getting fatter.
So great question. So when people cut back on meals, like you said, starve themselves, what does that do to the body? You're gaining weight when you don't eat?
Yeah, because you're stressing yourself. Because you're thinking that, if I don't eat, I'm going to lose weight. Like, no, you have to feed your body. You got to fuel your body because you're asking your body to do a lot because, all of us have jobs. We have to get up in the morning. That takes energy. That takes certain stuff to get up in the morning and drive to work and be there for a certain amount of hours and stuff like that.
I'm learning. So when you don't absorb the proper meals, you're telling me that your body actually adds fat.
Yes.
Because it's like storing it as fat.
You're storing fat. You're not losing fat. You're just storing it in there. So like you can see like a skinny chick with a little pudge. And you thinking she's skinny when she really fat. Because she's really probably in starvation mode. Not saying all skinny chicks are like that, but I'm saying some chicks are starving themselves because they think they're losing weight when they're just storing fat inside their bodies.
People. Some people.
Facts.
Some people.
Facts. I love
Facts.
the facts. Love
Okay,
the
but
facts.
I have a question
Answer.
about this cheat day.
Answer.
I think
Because
everybody's got a question
I'm
about
the
the cheat day.
opposite of him.
Okay.
I don't want to worry about what I'm eating because I love to eat. Food loves me. I love food. I'd rather just get in the gym, go hard in the paint. But what about like the opposite of his question? Because
That's kind of productive, though, isn't it? You going hard and then you eat whatever the hell you want.
Right.
It's
okay,
kind of
but okay, that's why I'm asking.
You basically saying you're gonna eat bad, but you're gonna burn it out by working out, right?
What I'm saying is that you're saying I need to eat more. So that requires more of prepping. That means more meals, more lunch boxes.
Hey man, this is your body.
Look, I'm just asking you a question.
All
So
right.
about the cheat day,
Go ahead.
what can I do? What is an appropriate cheat day? Because some people just go balls to the wall with cheat day.
I would say I tell my clients cheat meal, not cheat day. Because
Ooh,
cheat
I like that.
cheat
Okay.
day. Because people try to finesse that term cheat day.
Saturday.
What is cheat day exactly, right? So cheat day could be you just eating whatever you want all day
long.
Because a day, 24 hours in a day, right?
Yeah, facts.
A cheat meal is just one specific meal,
Yes,
and that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
You know, I'm just being honest. I'm a trainer, obviously, but you know, I do cheat sometimes. You know, I have some bad food sometimes, but you know,
Okay.
I'm human before I'm a trainer. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Amen.
right,
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, I always tell myself to make a healthier choice.
right. And here's the thing: like, if you want to eat bad, just have like a little bit of vegetables. If you don't want to just, you know,
Lettuce.
Completely indulge.
you know, you can have like, you know, small like, you know, broccoli or something like that. Just something small.
Okay.
Is lettuce healthy? That's another myth. I got a lot of myths.
Lettuce.
Like lettuce tastes like water. I just feel like
Delicious.
lettuce adds no value. People put
Lettuce
lettuce
plain or lettuce with like, what you mean?
like you put lettuce on a burger. What does that do?
Or crispy tacos.
Just lettuce. Lettuce has no taste. It tastes like water. Like spinach, I'm all for it. Kale,
I mean,
I'm
you can
all for
add
it.
some
Kale.
stuff with the lettuce now. Don't eat it just straight raw.
Well, but I'm examining just the vegetable itself. The vegetable
Nothing's
of
wrong
lettuce.
I mean, in my opinion, nothing's wrong really with lettuce. In my opinion,
Is it healthy? What does lettuce have in it? What vitamins does lettuce have in it?
I mean,
Tell me, Paul.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
talking about.
look,
I don't have all the answers. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all,
like
hey,
that.
I know what it
lettuce
has.
has this,
Water.
this, and
Water.
right?
Water.
H2O is what it got in.
Right.
Shit.
Look.
But what I tell people all the time, like, man, like, don't be so just broad with like broccoli. Like, add like stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have like some
Velveeta cheese. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
dog.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I have a problem. I love food.
You need a balance. You need a balance.
Alignment is what I need.
Yeah, you need some alignment. You need some structure.
So you're talking about add what?
I mean, like I said, in her perspective,
pepper.
as far as like the cheating goes, like, you know, if you want to have like a cheat meal, you know, if you don't want to just go all crazy, just add like some small vegetables on the side.
All right.
Yeah.
Bring me a side of lettuce.
Noted. Broccoli, asparagus,
lettuce.
lettuce.
You got that? You got your cheat. You got your
Cheat
cheat
meal.
schedule.
Look,
All right.
listen,
So everybody
listen.
out there, it's a
Emphasis
cheat meal,
on-
not a cheat day.
Thank you. Because if you're doing a cheat day, you're playing yourself.
I like that. I mean, I think that's the most common term. So yeah, all our listeners and viewers, right there, cheat meals. Get rid of the cheat days.
Stop
moving
playing
forward.
yourself, man.
I love it. I love it. It's hard for me personally. I think time is everything. So I think that'll be probably the biggest quote unquote excuse that people will give you. So for somebody that doesn't have the time to go to the gym and dedicate to these classes and sessions, healthy lifestyle, what would you recommend? Got kids, you maybe got 2 jobs, just don't have the time to go to the gym.
Work out at home. Work out at home. I do have online training. I don't just train face to face. I do the whole 9. What I tell people, I had a client just like that. She had like 3 kids. She didn't have time to come to my boot camp. She was making every excuse. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna give you a workout plan. It's real cheap, real affordable. And she ended up losing like about 30 pounds in about like 3 months. So it all starts with you. You know, how bad do you want it? Because the kid's gonna be over there chilling. You got this living room, you got this open space. You don't need no weights. Just push your own body, because people have this excuse, oh, I got to go to the gym to get in shape. No, you don't. You can go outside. Like what I'm doing right now, with all this stuff going on, people want to work out inside their own space, outside, stuff like that. So what I tell people, it starts with your body. Damn the weights. Start with your body first.
I like that.
What about yeah,
Awesome.
he's talking.
to me.
Talking my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Talking to me
Talking my
directly.
shit.
Oh,
I
shit.
told you I got some shit to tell you.
I think you're talking to a lot of people, man. Like I said, I think a lot of
Alright.
people are apprehensive just about that healthy lifestyle. I think a lot of people probably are confused. Really don't.
They don't know.
They don't have the facts. You know, like I told you, I got a whole lot of myths that I
Right.
thought were true.
Is it true that lettuce is
Hashtag no lettuce.
lettuce?
Molet.
More lettuce. Facts.
But seriously though, man, like people don't know that. Like it's. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just had a question
Answer.
because I was about to purchase a waist trainer for my homegirl,
Oh, here we
and
go.
I just wanted to know because I'm trying to get this waist snatched, okay, for this $40 trip.
Do
to Greece.
abs. Do abs. I'm about to hit the CP.
Does the race trainer work, Mr. Pope?
No, it does not work.
All the
No.
to
Damn
all-
the waist trainer. Damn all that.
The
The
sweatband.
sweatband, damn all that.
All right,
It
ladies.
is a myth. Think
all the
about this.
ladies that are watching, listening. Mr. Pokefit says the waist trainer that these Instagram models are rocking that got y'all.
Keyword Instagram models and watch this here. Question for both of y'all.
What's up?
Do y'all see waist trainers or sweatbands sold in stores?
No.
I'll wait.
Never thought about
I'll
that.
wait.
I be at Marshalls and Ross looking hard
I've
too.
never
If
thought
they
about
if they sold it in store, they would get sued because it's a myth. It's not true. It's just a money gimmick. Y'all never thought of that? You never thought of that?
That's like
It ain't
you
sold in
buy it
stores.
On Wish and,
You got dumbbells in the
Instagram.
stores. You
I
got
will say this and prove me wrong. Obviously, I've never purchased a waist trainer.
I would hope not, because they got man waist trainers too.
But I have purchased one of
Side-eye.
those. It's like a shirt.
the sweat,
Yeah, like a sweat vest.
Right, sweat
you know what I mean?
vest.
Like, and I wear it under a sweatshirt if I run, and it just targets. It's supposed to target everything.
You're suffocating your body.
Is that what I'm doing?
You're suffocating. You're not letting your body breathe. You're forcing yourself to sweat.
I don't
It's
know.
like
I'm
those big
I'm
trash
sweating
bag
when I
things
take it
that
off.
people be
Yeah,
wearing.
because you're suffocating your body. You're suffocating like all this is covered, and you're like it's you're in heat too. So like you're basically suffocating yourself. Like with the waist trainer, it's just doing this right here. You're just pushing your bones in, but you're not like stretching your body. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when you lose weight and you're sweating around your core, what is that? You're telling me it's not gonna take form. There's no shape to it.
No, because your body is formed how it's formed.
Ooh, so if I'm built bad.
You're forcing your body to be built a certain way when it's not built that way. If that's the case, I wouldn't advise this. But don't get no surgery. Don't get no
I was
ass
like,
shots.
I don't want to be built like a rectangle for the rest of my life.
No,
now.
just hey man, look.
Nah,
What I tell people.
Not SpongeBob.
No, not Mrs. Puff. I'm Mrs. Puff now. But no, seriously though, what I tell people, man, just work hard, man. Just trust the process because it's like the body you want, you can get. It just starts with you.
At a low price.
Absolutely. Hey man, hey, I don't care about money. I just want you to be in the
Wait.
best shape.
Wait.
I ain't saying it's free now. I said the first session free now.
He said coronavirus.
Hey,
Free
I said the first session free.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
ain't
just
saying
kidding.
all sessions
I'm
free.
just kidding. It's worth it because you have to invest in yourself, and I definitely feel like we go out there and spend all this money on the waist trainers and all that, but we won't spend the money on a membership or
Right.
getting a trainer to actually help us
Right.
in the correct way in which we can start with our mental and then our physical. So I definitely think that it would be worth investing in yourself.
Right. And here's the thing also. Like I said, obviously I'm a trainer, but there are some trainers that want your money and they don't want to help you. So, ladies, be mindful of that. And men too, you know, I train both genders, male and female, you know, but be mindful of what you're investing yourself into. Because like people just they see a trainer, oh, I see this, oh, he gonna get me right. You don't know what kind of person he is. He can have like the wrong intentions. He can just be want to use you because you got this amount of money and not educate you. He just want to just train you for an hour and just leave.
So what should people be looking for? Somebody who wants to get in shape, 2020, wants to get their mind, their body right, and is in search of professional help like yourself. What should they be looking for?
To get educated on their body, on who they are, because you learn who you are when you work out. So what I tell people all the time, if you can't make it in an hour workout, you'll quit on yourself.
No. My question is, what should people be looking for in a trainer? Like you said, there's a
okay.
a million, thousands
Right.
of trainers out here, right? So for people that are shopping, and you're saying beware that there are some trainers that may not be the best for you. What should a potential customer be looking for?
I mean, obviously results. I mean that because everybody looks for results, but I know in today's world we have these platforms on Instagram, And what I want to show to the world is that I want to educate. I want to have education too, and the physical. I want to have all different aspects on my platforms, so that way you feel safe with me, and then it's genuine when you meet me in person. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people put up this facade of want to just post what they want to post on social media, and they're a whole different person in person, and then they get scammed or whatever the case may be. Because I've seen it happen before. I've seen trainers get exposed because they're taking clients' money and they just want to just do whatever with their money, and they're not getting them in the best shape.
All right, we're gonna give you an opportunity to plug yourself, Mr. Pokefit. What makes you different? For everyone that's listening and wants to get in shape and could potentially be a customer of yours, here's an opportunity for you to tell the listeners and the viewers, why is Mr. Pokefit the number one trainer in Dallas? What makes you different?
I'm very innovative and I have integrity, and what I say is what I mean. So I don't talk a lot of shit. I don't sell a dream. What I tell you is what I'm gonna tell you, when I'm gonna show you that too. And by doing that, I'm going to guide you on getting in the best shape of your life in every aspect. You know what I mean? And like I said, a lot of trainers train a certain way, but my style is very different. I'm high intense, but I can slow it down. I can start you at ground zero and progress you to 1,000. You know what I mean? And in between 0 and 1,000, you're learning about who you are in between that. You know what I mean? And like I said, you're going to learn so much in that hour while I'm working you out and kicking your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? And like I said, it all starts with you. And this is a partnership. I'm doing my part by holding you accountable. I'm not finna call you every day saying, hey, man, are you doing this? When I see you, I'm going to say, hey, what are you doing outside of me? Are you sticking to the script? Are you doing your 100 push-ups? Are you doing your 100 toe touches? Different stuff like that. So I'm a little bit extra, was what I was told. I'm a little extra when it comes to my style, but my style is very unique in a good way.
Switch.
I like the fact that you hit the mental. You know what I
Right.
mean? I think that a lot of people go to trainers and, again, don't have that relationship in mind. They don't have the mental. They don't have the mental in relation with the physical. I think a lot of people are just searching for physical results, like make me look good, make me look good.
In 2 months.
No.
And
Or
out.
the quickness.
Right.
No.
And the thing
You gotta
is,
trust the process.
right, and going off what you just said, trust the process. This is my number one thing that I dislike. I can get a new client and they come to me based off what I post, like a before and after.
I don't look like that.
Right. You're not gonna your body's different from this person.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sell you a dream and tell you, oh, this is what you need to do. Do what she did and you'll be like this. Like, no, your body's different. Your body digests food differently. You lose weight in different areas, like this other person loses weight in a
That's got to
different
be
place.
something hard to accept, right? Because we think about genetics and stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm thinking about people maybe who are just genetically
Built bad.
big bone, or you know what I mean? So certain people have goals, but like you said, you have to be realistic. Like there's certain, some people you look at, like you'll just never have a six pack. It's just not.
I wouldn't say never.
I couldn't be a trainer.
I wouldn't say never.
CP.
I mean,
Now,
that's like saying you can't get them in the best shape.
Facts.
Can't get me
Facts.
halfway.
Okay. Let me rephrase.
Yeah. No, I get what you're
Let
saying.
me rephrase that. I feel like maybe there's some goals that are maybe really just going to be really hard to obtain.
Right.
And it's not because somebody's not putting in the work
Right.
or they don't have the mindset. It's just like you said, everybody's body,
Is different.
genetic makeup is different. Some people just come from a big bone family.
Right.
Just like some people are tall, some people are short.
It
Some
just takes a
people
little
skinny.
longer. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
And I feel like that
everything's a
goes
process.
back to loving yourself though. When you really truly love yourself, when you put that work in,
This is the best me. I may
this
not
is
be
the
like
best
her,
me,
but
and
it's the
I
best
look
me.
good.
There you
Right.
go.
Give me your best
She look
efforts.
good,
I like
and
her
I look good too.
Right.
So.
Right.
Facts. Another part of TLC, 1011 Care, outside of the gym, outside of speaking to a professional for your mental state of mind, I think there's a lot of other things that people could adopt, man. Me personally, I like going to the nail shop, man. I do. I like getting manicures. I like
totally
getting
see you in
I
there.
like getting manicures. I like getting pedicures. I like getting massages. You know what I mean? Like all of those type of things are part of physical and mental
Yeah.
health.
It's more than just the gym.
Yeah,
That
more
makes
than
you
gym.
feel good.
Absolutely. What makes you feel good, Queen?
Ooh, all of that.
Spa
what you just
days.
said.
What?
Just having time for me and myself and my thoughts. So whether that be me getting my nails done, whether that be me just not having anyone, putting my phone down and just becoming one with my thoughts, whether that be me taking a trip by myself, just me doing something for myself makes me feel good.
Outside
Outside of working out.
Yeah, outside the gym.
I want to work out all the time. I want to work out all the time. No, but
Because you gotta have an escape, right?
I do. I got one.
And I've always wondered that, right? Because you are the hashtag no lettuce. So you are you're the poster boy, the spokesperson for the healthy lifestyle when somebody comes to you, right? But like you said, you're a trainer, but you're human first, right?
Absolutely.
You still have cheat days. You still have things that you work to maintain your mental space, and you probably still have your own physical challenges that you still work to, right? So what do you do outside of the mental and the physical just to keep yourself,
Man, I just rest, man. I'm easy going.
Your TLC is sleep. That's what you're
I
telling
wouldn't say sleep now. I would just say
Jesus
just
Christ.
chilling, just relaxing, man. Just woosahing. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that's going on with me and training and all this different stuff. I gotta do this for this person. I gotta work out. I gotta manage a relationship and all this other stuff. I just want to just chill. I want to just relax and just get away and just be my own little world. And just be cool.
Really?
For some reason, I don't believe that. But,
Right.
Look, I would tell you.
He be on that switch.
Switch be going on too much in my head. Switch.
Right.
Can't do all that.
Trying to switch the channel.
Can't do that. I just want to relax, man.
Well, we got Mrs. Pokefit in the building. I'm gonna ask Mrs. Pokefit. Mrs. Pokefit, is he chill?
I would say definitely sleep. For sure. Not the rest, the sleeping part.
To sleep.
But that's necessary too, though, because I heard if you don't get your full 8 hours of sleep, that can really stop you from losing weight.
Yeah.
You need that sleep. So I'm
It's
serious
crazy how
about
it
my
all
8
takes
You
time.
lose the
hours.
most weight in your sleep.
I'm so serious about my 8 hours.
See, I'm learning. So I'm a night owl. Like I probably don't go to sleep until like 2:00 in the morning. So you're telling me as a person who doesn't get adequate sleep that could be counterproductive to my results.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm a customer of yours, and 8 hours of sleep is what you recommend your customers?
The approximate, yes. Yes. If you have a busy schedule,
A nap.
Maybe 6.
I would say about
7, 8.
6 to 8.
Okay.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
That's manageable. That's doable. That's doable. Because like I said, some people have different schedules. They get off late and they're night owls like you, and they don't know how to go to sleep. They just stay up. I know for me, I'm up sometimes and I don't go to sleep until around midnight or 1. And I got a back door and wake up at 5 o'clock or 4:45 to mentally get my mind ready to get these people into best shape. So
I like the fact that you touching on these things, man, because like I said, I've went to one trainer in my life.
not me.
Nah, it wasn't you. Wasted my money.
Okay. I don't care.
I went to one trainer in my life, man, and it's funny that we're talking about the different aspects of loving yourself and self care. Some of those things we didn't touch on.
Right.
Like I don't recall talking about the mental at all. I don't even recall talking about the rest, the sleep, the recovery.
Right.
It was just these are your workworkouts,
Right.
and that's it.
They're in it for the money, man. Some people are just doing it for the clout. Like me, I just can't do that. Like I'm a caring person as it is already, and my inner self wouldn't allow me to do that because I would feel bad, and I would feel bad that at the end of the day, these people are trusting me with their bodies, man. So if I'm like not doing my due diligence of like sticking to the blueprint of Poke Fit, what it stands for, then I'm not like doing my job.
Tell the people what it stands for. What does Poke Fit stand for?
Ooh, y'all ready for this? All right.
We ready.
Poke Fit stands for perseverance over laziness, knowledgeable, fulfilling, innovative transformations.
Run that back
It's a
one.
whole acronym.
Run that back one more time, and we're gonna slow it down. We're
Right.
gonna slow it down for everybody listening in their car right now, listening in their ear, on their what's the Apple thing?
AirPods.
AirPods at work.
Oh my god.
AirPods at work.
Not a millennial.
Showing his age.
I don't care.
I was about to say headphones.
Right.
No, let me catch up.
Wattmans.
On their Walkman.
We got we got Mr. Pokefit in the building, man, dropping knowledge in regards to mental and physical health. We're gonna tell him, run it back one more time. What does Pokefit stand for?
Poke Fit stands for perseverance over laziness, knowledgeable, fulfilling, innovative transformations. And
Drop the mic.
and
Okay, sorry.
and there's a specific scripture that goes with poke fit too that I go by.
Oh, and he's a Christian. Oh,
And it goes. It's on the back of my shirt, by the way. I would get up.
What's the scripture?
Luke 12:48. It stands for to whom much is given, much is required. Sips my cup.
Okay.
Drops the mic.
Blum, 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 blum.
I get it. I like it. I like it. He's a trainer. He's a motivator. And you're an inspiration to me, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
All
it.
of us
I try to
trying
be,
to
man.
get-
I try to be, man.
Not so much, but
Nah, great conversation. Great conversation. Again, man, today we just kind of wanted to motivate you guys, inspire you guys, educate you guys first and foremost. So thank you to Mr. Pokefit for dropping that professional knowledge. 2020 is the year to get mentally and physically fit. We're all on different journeys, all on different paths, but it's definitely obtainable. So figure out what works for you, what your challenges are. Like the Queen said, know yourself, love yourself, and then once you do that, set your goals and shoot for that target. But for anybody that's trying to get out there in shape, I would highly recommend Mr. Pokefit. Again, #1 trainer in Dallas, staple here on the Talk to Me Nice podcast. So we're all accessible. He's accessible. Drop him a DM, drop him a comment. Let's get it going. Get in the best shape of your life, both mentally and physically. Mm-hmm. But y'all know what time of day it is, man. It's time for Dear Black People, my favorite segment of the show. This is our opportunity for the Talk to Me Nice cast to address the black community with anything that is on our hearts, on our minds, or in our souls.
In our aspects.
Let's kick it off. Mr. Pokefit, go ahead, brother.
Oh, man. Dear black people, stop quitting so fast. Trust the process. I know I say it all the time, but stop being so in a rush to get results when it comes to working out, because health is wealth, right?
Health is wealth.
All right. So like I was saying, stop being in a rush to get in the best shape. Everything takes a process. You doing whatever you got to do, like you getting your nails done. My black women, y'all getting y'all nails done is a process. You getting your hair done is a process.
Ooh, that's a long process, ain't it?
Yeah.
Y'all getting your hair done?
And y'all got time for that.
3-4 hours.
But when it come to y'all body, y'all want everything like that.
Preach.
That's when the waist trainers come in, the sweatbands coming in. But seriously though, man, like trust yourself, man. Learn who you are within this process, from ground zero to 1,000 to beyond whatever. Trust who you are and stop quitting and stay on the gas. Drop the mic.
Let me take it. I like that. Dear black people, opportunity meets preparation. You and I have talked about this a lot.
Yep.
I think that in the black community, to Mr. Pofit's point, we want instant results. We want things now, and we have a long wish list. Mm-hmm. But I think that we don't necessarily recognize opportunity. We don't necessarily recognize every opportunity when it presents itself. Black people understand that every opportunity is not going to have a dollar sign attached to it. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to put in the time and the work for that may not necessarily yield immediate results. So definitely understand that opportunity meets preparation. So all the things that you want on your list, make sure when those opportunities present itself, you're prepared. If you're not financially responsible, someone could walk up to you tomorrow and say, hey, I've got an investing opportunity. You invest $1,000 with me and, blase, this business booms. If you don't have $1,000 at that point in time, you missed out. You missed out. So at the end of the day, be prepared for all the opportunities that you say that you want, and capitalize on every single opportunity, whether or not you see the immediate result in front of your face. Love you, black people.
That was dope.
Okay. Dear black people, show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are.
Wow.
I say that to say we were just talking about mental health, physical health. You need to surround yourself by people that have your best interest at heart. Sometimes your friends may be the ones that are your yes men and they never tell you what's real or what's going on. Sometimes we're not ready to accept what our friends have to say because the truth hurts. But a real friend is going to be the person that tells you, girl, your wig is crooked, you got a booger, you might need to put on a little deodorant, you need gum. We need to not be so quick to disregard those friends and appreciate those friends for keeping it 100% real with us, because you have a lot of friends that will smile in your face and will have you out here looking real crazy when it should have been the friends that was trying to tell you what it was that you needed to stay by and treat that as a real friend. So I say that to say, don't be so quick to disregard the people that are just trying to give you constructive criticism, that have your back, that have your best interest at heart. Don't be so quick to throw them in the trash and just want to hang out with the person that when and they don't really care about you and who you are mentally, physically, emotionally, or any of that. So be careful who you surround your friends with, and don't be so quick to throw out that word friend, because not everybody is your real friend.
Preach.
Can you hit him with the opening line real quick?
Show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are.
Wow. I like that. Like that. That's our show for today, man. We hope you guys learned something. We hope you guys walk away with a new mindset. And again, you want to get in shape, hit up Mr. Pokefit. Let's go around the table, man. Let the people know where they can find us. Ladies first.
You can find me or follow me on Instagram at Artavia, and that's ART.A.VIA. Or you can follow me on Facebook, and that's Artavia Rochelle. Or you can follow me on Snapchat, Artavia.H.
Mr. Pokefit.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at PokeFit, Facebook, Chris Poke, and my website, pokefit.net.
Shout out to Big Homie. You can catch everybody's favorite Big Homie at Big Vaughn78 on Instagram. Don't know what his Facebook is off the top of my head.
Von Solo Shaw, I think.
Von Solo on Facebook, you'll find him. And on YouTube, the Von Solo Experience. Great content, very entertaining. Shout out to Big Homie. We'll see you next week. We love you, brother. But y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy CP The Real. Y'all can catch me on Instagram at CP_The Real. One word, CP_The Real. And also check out the Talk to Me Nice channel on YouTube. All the content for each week in and week out, all the visuals are loaded onto YouTube. So if you're driving in the car listening, we appreciate you tuning in and subscribing and sharing with a friend. But when you have an opportunity to sit down and pour a glass of TLC, catch the visuals on YouTube. Very entertaining. We want you guys to feel like you're here with us week in and week out. Continue to drop a comment, subscribe, share with a friend. We love you guys. We'll be here every week giving you the same energy. But that's our show for today. We're going to continue to talk our shit because talking shit makes us feel good. We hope you continue to talk yours. Talk to me nice. We out.